Is it even worth it to stop by Cranky's? I mean, I'm not gonna listen to his advice, so probably not. And plus, he physically abuses Donkey Kong. That's not cool. I don't have to put up with that. No, instead, I'm going to Neckies Nuts. Second boss of the game. And, disclaimer here, guys, I have indeed practiced up because I realized that, there's gonna be a bit of a difficulty spike coming, so... With this guy right here, again, not a very engaging boss fight at all. I think what we have to do is we have to wait until he gets kinda down low, and then we can bop him on the head right there, because if you try to bop him on the beak, well, that time it worked, so I don't really get it. But, for me, I found my strategy is that if he appears up high, it's not really worth trying, because it's kind of easy to get hit by a nut. One of his giant nuts. As they're coming down, so I like to kind of wait until they're in the middle and the lower one, and then you can attack them that way. Success rate seems to be a bit higher as well. Not exactly what I would call, you know, a difficult boss per se, but, you know, definitely more engaging than the freaking beaver was. Please, can you please get lower? I mean, this must be like speedrunner's bane right here, this boss. Although they probably have a much more effective method for dealing with that guy than I do. Go ahead and celebrate your victory there, Diddy. So here we go, Vine Valley, and yeah, man, I forgot that this game has this much of a difficulty spike. Although if memory serves, I think this is as far as I ever went when I played this game as a kid. I think World 3 is where it just got too freaking hard, and yeah, this is where there's quite the difficulty increase. I mean, because this entire level is based around the vultures, like the giant boss that we just killed. So I guess it makes sense, you know, to take out the boss and now we gotta deal with his underlings. But, number one, my least favorite part of this game is probably the barrel blasting, which is unfortunate because the sequel would capitalize on that with the bramble levels. I guess we could talk more about the sequel later and how I don't know, for me, like... Okay, I just kept rolling right there, that was a mistake. For me, I just don't really appreciate it as much as other people, I suppose, but... Oh boy, that was close. But yeah, not only do we have to deal with the barrel enemies here, we have to, like, ricochet off of vultures, which is... I don't know how you're supposed to really know the jump arc there. But also we have to deal with... Oh! That... Well, I was gonna say we have to deal with projectile enemies, but... Apparently I opened the secret barrel next to it, and then careened off a cliff and lost a life. Fantastic! Yeah, there is a little bit of jank to this game, you know, like I said, I really appreciate the game for the atmosphere and for the setting, and this level is no different. I mean, look at this place. I don't think I like the jungle aesthetic as much as, like, you know, a jungle hijinks or something like that, but still, this is something brand new here. Okay, let's try this again. It did not go according to plan the first time. Is there gonna be another, yeah, coconut spewing idiot up here? I hate the projectile enemies in this game because the screen is, you know, it's kind of tiny, so it's kind of hard to see when the projectiles are coming, especially when they're in a straight line like that, but okay, maybe I'll have more luck here. There we go. Okay, so can I roll this barrel into here to get the secret? Okay. I actually did not know there was a secret right there. Okay, so what we do is we just hit the tiny guys and get all the nanners, and hopefully get a 1-up from that. But if we get hit one time, that's GG. Mini game over. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, though. Like, you know, maybe some people are, like, super into this, but... I don't find the secrets there, like, too interesting, I guess. And holy crap, a 4-vulture combo. And there it is, the checkpoint barrel. Although kind of a jerk move that you can go careening off to the right and actually miss the checkpoint. That's something else. Okay, come on. There we go, got it. It's kind of a jerk move, putting the checkpoint to where you might not get it. You know, comparing this game to Mario World so much, because, you know, the game's kind of asking for it. And now I'm not saying it's inferior anyway. In fact, I've kind of praised it over Mario World. But with Mario World, wasn't it kind of difficult to miss the checkpoints? I mean, they were kind of just, like, right in the middle. It's not like, oh, you don't have a certain character so you can't nab it or something, or like you missed the barrel blast or something so you can't have it. It's kind of weird. Okay, here we go again. Oh, boy. Also, it's like, at this point to where I think the game gets a little crazy with the bottomless pits as well. And, look, bottomless pits are going to come with the platformer genre, I understand that. But, okay, so, like, when do I launch? Like, when it's on top of the bee? I think it's going to be when it's on top of the bee, so... Oh! If I get the timing right. Okay, well, it looks like that was the correct one right there, but it's that kind of guesswork where it's like, you just wanted to take all my precious balloons, didn't you? Okay, come on, I can do this. Yeah, bottomless pits come with the territory. You know, my dislike of insta-death, which is pretty well documented on this channel. You know, I've talked about it a lot because I've played a lot of 2D games, both platformer and otherwise. Bottomless pits are kind of an extension of the insta-death, you know? So... You know, I think I have talked about, you know, my remedy for that, because it's like, well, how do you have a platformer without bottomless pits, Virgo? And that's true. I just think maybe, like, if you hit a bottomless pit, I don't know. So, first off, I would have, like, a different hit system than just, you know, you get hit once and that's it for Donkey Kong, you get hit again, and then, like, you're dead, you know? Come on, dude. You can do this. Gotta concentrate here. There we go. Whew! Don't spit the coconut out. There we go. Excellent. Hey, that went a lot smoother than I thought. But I guess my remedy would just be whenever you fall into a bottomless pit, you don't start from, like, the beginning or the checkpoint barrel, I guess. Atop Town. Oh, this is another aesthetic I absolutely love. Like, it's kind of like the Ewok village from, Star Wars, you know? Episode 6. I like it a lot. And again, it fits right at home with the aesthetic that I think the game has been going for so far. But unfortunately, we're back to more barrel blasting. I mean, didn't we just have a level completely centered on this? It's kind of weird that we would go right back to it, guys. I don't really get it. Hey, at least the setting in the background is different, though. Again, it is absolutely fantastic, with some fantastic music to go along with it as well. I think I can only get that with Diddy. I haven't really been worrying about the Kong letters so far, because I think it's, you know, it's kind of diminishing returns, like... So in the first few levels, they were pretty easy to get. They were in really obvious locations. But when we start getting, I guess it starts in this world, actually, like, you have to start really risking a life in order to, get one of the letters. And why would you do that when the only payoff is, like, a single life? You know? Like, if you're gonna risk a life and you have to do that, like, 4 times and the only reward is, like, 1 life, then... I don't know, it doesn't really seem worth it to me. I guess it's just bragging rights, but I don't think it's even fit into, like, completion criteria, like, your completion percentage doesn't go up. But yeah, this is the tough one, this is the rough one. I think right now. Whew, oh boy. Yeah, you gotta time those just right, man, like, those are picky. I mean, look at this. I think the trick is you always want to get it on the upswing. Is that the secret? Is that the meta? We're about to find out. Wrong answer, apparently. I think I got the checkpoint barrel right before that, though, huh? It's that kind of stuff, you know? Like, that's tricky timing, guys. Like, do we really need to be over a bottomless pit for that? Like, come on. Thankfully, I did go back and I grinded all those lives, but again, I was only spending, like, quite a few minutes back in jungle hijinks trying to... I wasn't even paying attention to that one. We're gonna try this one more time, because I'm just rambling now. But that was me spending several minutes in jungle hijinks just to have enough lives to where... it wouldn't be crunch time by the time I got to one of these, and I think I might do that whenever we reach one of Funky Kong's airports in these levels, just so I can make sure that I have an ample supply of lives going into the next world. But what I'm trying to say is that lives are just not very plentiful, like, in this game, so in a game where it's very kind of trial and error and you're supposed to learn from your mistakes, like, lives should be a bit more plentiful, I think. But I just went over it last time, didn't I? Okay, let's go now. Whew, got it. Hey, watch me die to the frickin' beaver right after that. Oh, another one. Oh, I don't like these. Got it. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna try to get it when it's swinging to the right. There we go. Okay, this is going pretty smoothly. Like, I already lost a lot of lives for sure, but oh! Frickin' jumping jack flashes. Also, these enemies kind of coming out of nowhere. That's a tad bit annoying. Like I said, one of my favorite things about this game, you know, outside of the atmosphere and the music and the presentation, and that was a complete fluke, alright. Is the sense of flow that you can get when you're just kind of bouncing on enemies and you're just kind of going. Although that was just my experience playing the first few levels in the first few world of this game, so I don't really like it when the game kind of grinds to a halt. Oh, look at this nonsense. Okay, fine. Okay, oh no! Oh, I almost said the G, but then why would you just parade me off like that, game? Well, I got the checkpoint barrel, so we're fine. Again, if it takes too many tries, I'll do a nice, neat little cut. Hopefully, wait a second. Where am I? How far back did I go? Oh, no. Oh. Oh, this is way further back than I thought. That is unfortunate. Well, as I was saying... Okay, I actually did it that time. I managed to get the G, which doesn't matter because I didn't get the N for some reason, but okay. Didn't go careening off the cliff. And who in their right mind would go for that? Like, seriously, it's just one little golden ostrich. Right after you got done with all that nonsense? No, just take me to the exit. Whew. So I guess if I wanted to go back and grind for some lives, I could do it now, but I still have like 40 of them. Like, things are going surprisingly smoothly so far, so we're not going to deal with that so far. Wow. Get the Forest Frenzy on the mind. And more jumping jack flashes, huh? Yeah, this is another one of those, like, really nice jungle aesthetics I like. Okay, so the thing with these, like, do I just automatically cling to these, or, like, what's going on with the ropes? Because, let me see right quick, because... Okay, maybe I won't see right quick. That's the only thing, you know, like, I want to go fast, right? Like, gotta go fast. You know, it looks, yeah, fun. So, you know, I pretty much constantly have like my finger on the roll button, which is also the dash button, but I feel like I live to regret it a lot of times, because especially with Donkey Kong, he picks up momentum whenever he rolls into an enemy, so if you're going a bit too fast, you're just gonna go right off the cliff. Although I guess I could go for that K with Diddy. Is that even worth it? We're gonna try it one time. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I got the skills. Well, I think I keep the K at the very least, don't I? I think so. Was it worth it, though? No, because the only thing I have to gain from it is actually a life, so no, it wasn't worth it. That's what I'm talking about. Why would you risk a life for a K whenever the best you can get by going for it is just the life that you already lost? And it didn't even save it. Yeah, screw the K. I don't need a K anymore. Go ahead and take care of these guys, though. Yeah, I guess this is a step up from the barrels, at the very least. Like 2 levels of the freaking barrels. Grab them! And it was thus that we learned that they do not grab the vines automatically. Or the ropes, rather. Which is weird, because I think in a future level they do grab the ropes automatically. So make up your mind, game. This is another instance where I think Diddy's going to be superior, but Diddy is superior in most instances, so hey, what are you going to do? Let's try this again. It's kind of hard to do this with the D-pad. Like, I'm playing this with a Switch Pro controller. So, because of course, you know, I don't have the fancy-smancy SNES controller. So maybe, like, the actual control stick would be better. Oh boy, I just barely grabbed onto that. My god. That does not feel very good. That feels very unsafe. Although this entire scenario is very unsafe, so what are you gonna do? I've been saying that way too much. You know, I've been cognizant of, like, the fillers that I put in my commentary, especially, you know, like, when I'm really focused on what's going on the screen. There's a lot of red bees. That's a lot of them. The red ones can be killed, by the way, but I'm sure you guys knew that. But I am becoming more cognizant of those things that I say throughout my commentary to try to buy time, I guess. Especially when I'm, like, really focused on something on the screen. Because I've been playing a lot of games lately, you know, they're platformers, like, this one, and ukulele, and oh my god, oh, he stays on it, okay, oh no, But a lot of games where I kind of have to fill time, you know, so all the things that I say in order to not have the dead air. Maybe I shouldn't fear the dead air, you know, especially with a game like Donkey Kong Country, where it's just, it's a very pleasant game to just look at and listen to, so maybe I should just soak in the atmosphere. Okay, so, note to self, don't go up whenever the bee is there on that first one. So now we just have to navigate moving targets, alright. What a jerk move, putting a jumping jack flash right here. This should be a bit easier, at least I got Diddy though. Okay, we're just gonna try this again. Oh, another super mobile. Alright, cool. Grab it! Okay, gotta time this. Oh, just right. Don't really know where that bee flight pattern's gonna go. Get the donkey. There we go. Boy, you can just barely tell where they're gonna go at like the last second. Oh, we're not going for that. Screw that. That's the first one-up balloon we've seen in like forever, and I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, vultures now. Oh, this is a lot. Holy crap. Oh, God, could you climb a little slower? Just take your time, Diddy. Jesus. Of course, I couldn't make it with Donkey. Okay, made it this time as Diddy. Let's see what we can do. He's got the superior jumping ability, so I think we can deal with all the jumping jacks. And, oh, is that gonna do it? I need to be careful. Whenever you see the arrow, it's a time for jubilation, but also anxiety. As you realize the end is near, but will you make it to the end? That is the question. And thankfully, it was a yes. Go ahead, do your little monkey dance. Always got a kick out of that. Temple Tempest, eh? So another temple level, then. Would appear to be the case. So yeah, the game is kind of recycling aesthetics at this point. I think it does get better, although this is not a terribly long game, I think. How many worlds are there? I think there's only like 6 or 7. And there's not— oh yeah, there's only 6 or 7 worlds in this game, and not a whole lot of levels in each of them. But yeah, this is the racing one. Yeah, this one is where Diddy is like almost freaking essential, man. Like, because his top speed is so much better than Donkey Kong's, like, you're just gonna have a much rougher time if you try to do this with Donkey Kong. Get the O, I don't know where the K was, so that's completely useless, but hey. And this is also the one where I think you actually, like, grab the ropes automatically, which is a drastic change from the level we were just in, game. Because watch this, you just grab it automatically. Like, I didn't have to press up that time. Ah, well. So I think one way that you could cheese this is that, you could just take the hit whenever the wheel starts rolling to you. Oh, come on! There was obviously a secret down there, and I didn't get it because I was too far. Because I was too far to the right when I fell down. Well, what I was saying is that you could cheese it by you can take the hit, but with one of the Kongs where the wheel comes rolling by and then you don't have to rush, but man, I was kind of counting on getting that secret. It's one of the few ones that's actually telegraphed with the bananas pointing downwards, and I guess I was just a smidge too far to the right to get it. It's okay though, I can make this work.